September 7th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. How's that, Your Honor? I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edwards, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer to the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Great, am I getting sick again? Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicide down in the precept, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let's use this floor map in the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue? Floor plans was added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. So the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Miss Phoenix Wright. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack! Hey! Hey! Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness's testimony, she would bluff in and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works a lot of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got the call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call is from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. I'm not sure I did much, though. Right, please continue. There were two people already there. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found in the scene were? Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Well, I had a witness call about describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? if I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claims was hard evidence? What? Miss Meyer isn't suspicious. Well, Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sir, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written in a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it was the words Meyer was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingerprints. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, so... Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. And did you find any evidence? Oh, now, don't jump the gun on me, pal! Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Found a memo and a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ha-ha! Then who did write it, smarty pants? Well, the killer. Anyone can see that. Huh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed! Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. On it was the word Maya was written clearly in blood. You have proof it was Mia who wrote that. Of course I do, pal. Oh, sounds pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results show the blood was the victim's. What kind of test were those again? Huh? What kind? Well, I heard they take, little bits of the blood, the I refuse to testify in this matter, pal! I'm no expert in blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation. As should you. That was a mess. Right, where was I? There was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see where I was going with that. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, did you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there someplace, so let's find it. Cause of death. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. So she couldn't have wrote her name, but she died right then and there. Detective Gumshoe, there is one thing I want you to clarify for me. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. In reality, what you're saying is what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks, no, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting. You're way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder, the day after the murder, I forgot. The day after the murder. The day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. The death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it is quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see! Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Right, Mr. Wright. You look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow from a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conjecture, yes. Darn! This isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness April May take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Why does she look like she's in like a bathrobe? Put some dang clothes on, girl. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fay and Crow's offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. The witness's account. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her! And the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any— Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony was— just now was quite firm, don't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Maya Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowly ways of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Of course I'm doing it! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked at the window, you know. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this cushion that easily. I said, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I had a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your own window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah! Stop him! That poor girl! Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair, that was Mia Fey? Uh-huh. Slender sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing. And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting on the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. One know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime, was a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that...